Hello, my name is April and welcome to the 5-minute grant making sessions. The grant proposition canvas, a grant making tool. So this video is going to be really interesting and a little different from the other videos and the way that we're going to add something that we can actually use as a tool for creating grant proposals and sponsor search proposals. So in the previous video, we covered the 8-point reviewer-centric criteria, which we're not going to cover here. So please watch that video if you want to see a little bit more about that. But just as a refresher, we had those 8 points: significance or importance, innovation, approach, environment, investigators, impact and dissemination, budget, and evaluation assessment. So these 8-point criteria, they are spread out through the design of every grant proposal in one way or another, in one point of the design or another. The design will always answer to these 8 criteria somehow. So what the canvas is essentially a visual tool where we can distribute our ideas through this map and be able to look at it all at once, all at the same time, and be able to develop the design of our project by keeping an eye on what we're thinking about doing in relation to this or in relation to that. How does our problem and our importance relate to our impact? That's why impact got a big space in the middle of the canvas. And how does that relate to evaluation? Again, maybe throughout the process, maybe only at the end, depending on the design. But so that's the idea here. It's to introduce you to this tool that you can use to produce your proposals. And we have tested this tool. And this is a photo of a test with the tool. This is a big poster. These posters are very inexpensive to print. And we worked in a group with these sticky notes, as you can see in the photo. So this is actually really cool because we had one solicitation for the entire group. It was a group, I think, of 7 people, and we were all looking at the solicitation, putting sticky notes on the canvas, talking to each other, removing some sticky notes when they didn't make sense, and we realized later, oh yeah, this doesn't make sense for this call, or this doesn't make sense in this design, and putting some others back on. And so the process of doing it collaboratively was actually incredibly beneficial as well, and it actually brought the group together. Some people in the group ended up continuing those discussions after the session that we had together. So if you are interested in using this tool, it is obviously available for free, and you can just contact me. I'll send you a huge size PDF. I'll tell you where to print it if that's what you want to do. And I think that this can be a very interesting tool, especially if you have time. If you have time to, work on these proposals and make sure that you're covering all the bases, then you can have this canvas on the wall and look at it on a constant basis and come back and adjust a little bit here and a little bit there. So it's really not a huge learning video in a sense. It's more an introduction to a tool, and the idea that you can use these tools, and you should look for tools such as this one. I haven't seen many tools such as this one. I know some organizations like ARIS, they have tools for you to write the impact statements and things like that. So you'll find some tools, some wizard-like tools around, and I think those are very useful. So this is another actually takeaway from this video, is look for these tools and enhance your process. Instead of sitting and just typing and looking at text, you can branch out and work visually, work with a concept map like in this tool, and have a much more immersed experience, perhaps more joyful experience in your grant proposal writing. So really, this is it for this video. And again, if you want access to this tool, just contact me and I'll send it to you right away. See you in the next video.